Thank you.
Hey, I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to continue the conversation that we started yesterday about stress and some of the ways that we can mitigate them um, using doTERRA products, but also not using doTERRA products. I hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it helpful. Thanks. Now, um, there are some techniques that you can use to mitigate the negative impact of stress while harnessing its potential positive aspects. So I'm going to share my screen. And let's go to here and say that one, because this is going to, there we go. See, she is clearly stressed. And here are all the things that can push you one way or the other on that stress. I want to say diagram, but that's not the right word. All stress is not bad. Short term, regular stressful, being chased by a bear. Yeah, that's short, hopefully short term. Hopefully short term if you're being chased by a bear and you're faster than the person behind you. Long-term stress, health challenges, immune regulation, microbiome, that's your gut health, oxidative stress, cellular metabolism, it all is going to wear down your body. You do have control to change your reaction to stress. So how do you do that? Ask yourself, when do I feel stress? What is it that stresses me out? How does stress make me feel? Overwhelmed, underperforming. How do I feel when I feel stress? I want to hide, actually, and I get cranky. I want to hide and I get cranky. What stresses me out? Being in large groups of people. It just does. I get anxious feelings in large groups of people. Don't like it. But what can I do? What can I do? Oh, here we go. And I do this at convention. I focus on my breathing. I use the square breathing. I'll breathe in for 3 or 4 if I can get that high, and then I'll breathe out for 3 or 4, which is typically the harder part. Then I'll breathe in for 3 or 4, and then I'll breathe out. It's called box breathing. Guided imagery, imagining that I am somewhere that is safe, and I actually use somebody else to talk me through this. Meditation, they guide me into someplace safe where I can let it go and then come back out and be okay. Meditation is another great one to respond to stress. Do a body scan, and that doesn't mean necessarily going to get an MRI. But what that means is wherever you are, you sit and you scan your body head to toe. What are you feeling? How are you feeling? Is anything noticeable that's out of place, that's out of sorts? And so you just do a body scan. And if you find something that's out of place or out of sorts, then you essentially feel it and work through it and talk yourself into letting it go. Taking a walk is one that I personally enjoy doing because I like movement. And actually that's the rhythm of walking helps reset the brain so that it's not so stressful. You can do that with bicycling. Essentially, you need to move your opposite hands and legs in opposite directions. Not like this. This doesn't get you anywhere. Stretching is another great one. Laughing, sometimes that's hard to do in the moment, and sometimes it's inappropriate in the moment. But being able to take a second, and if you've been in a chronic stress situation, finding a way to be able to laugh is awesome. And of course, listening to calming music, that's a good one too. if that works for you. I'd love to know what music is calming for you. Okay, so those are some immediate responses. Here's some things that we can do continually to reduce stress. Eat healthy foods, have positive self-talk. I understand that's really hard for some people. Prioritize physical activity. Not, oh, well, I'll get to it if I can. Make it your thing, first thing. Okay, I do it every morning. Except Thursdays, I don't go to CrossFit. Thursdays and Sundays. But prioritize physical activity. Use a journal, express gratitude, and use journals for journaling. Write down how you're feeling, get it out. Yoga just makes me angry, but if it helps you, do yoga. Develop or maintain a hobby, something that you enjoy doing. That should go without saying, but some people do hobbies that they don't really enjoy. Find a leisure activity that you enjoy. And this one's hard, but talk about your feelings, not to just any Joe Schmo, although maybe that's easiest because you'll never see him again. And then they're not carrying the weight of your feelings because they probably let it go, but they may not have anything helpful to say either. But talk about your feelings. Don't try to throw them onto somebody else, but let them out, let them go. And if you're receiving those feelings, don't carry them on yourself. They're not yours. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Some oils that I use to help with stress management, the adaptive system. We've got pills, we've got a roller ball, and we've got 15 ml. And there's a lot of different ways to use it, diffuse it, put it on, take it internally. All three ways really help with that long-term chronic stress management. Balance is another awesome oil blend that I don't typically diffuse. I will put it on. I will put it on right here, and I will put it on the bottoms of my feet in the morning, not because I need to calm down, but rather just to make sure that I don't go into high highs and low lows. Lavender, if you've been with me a while, you know I don't love the smell of lavender, but it is very useful for managing, for getting those emotions under control. Frankincense really helps settle the brain. So I love using frankincense. And honestly, a drop under the tongue does me wonders for a lot of different reasons. And that is actually one of them. Rose smells delicious and has benefits far beyond what you probably think. And Roman chamomile, if you are familiar with chamomile tea, then you'll understand that Roman chamomile. And that's one that I actually will put in a diffuser. And I point over here because, oops, I've got my diffuser going right here. So right then, oh, you can't see it. It's going. It was going. Now it's going. There it is. Okay, so those are ways that you can help reduce stress and then hopefully be able to move out of the chronic stress by making whatever changes in your life need to be made. Living in chronic stress without having a way to manage it is going to kill you younger than you want. And that sounds harsh and it sounds untrue, but I super promise you, it is 100% true. Stress kills. It's really hard on the body. So find a way to manage it if you can't get out of it. And I hope this has been helpful to you. It's one of the 4 pillars of health that I teach frequently. And if you need to get a hold of any of those essential oils, and I'll tell you something, you want to use doTERRA essential oils because they are pure and tested, and you'll get the results out of them that you want versus anything over the counter. So talk with me if you need to get your hands on those, or if you need some other ideas on stress. Put a message in the comment if you're watching this on YouTube or even here on Facebook. You're there on Facebook. Message me, we'll chat and I'll help you out. Okay. Talk to you later. See you tomorrow.